I don't think I've cried so hard reading a book before. Like, this book was very emotional. Doesn't have the perfect ending. I'm not saying it doesn't have a good ending. It does have a good ending. Hello, you beautiful and loved human. I'm Robin, and welcome back to my channel. Today, I got a book review for you. Our review today is Words by Ginny Yttrup. How do y'all say it? I don't want to be disrespectful, sorry. If that was disrespectful, I'm sorry. I don't know how to say it. If you guys could see me right now, you guys would be laughing because I am like lunging to be in this position. I don't have my stool upstairs and the lighting is kind of bad today. It's really gloomy outside, and so it's kind of just not given too much. We're gonna make do with what we got because I said I was going to film today because the spiritual rut I have been in has been keeping me from filming as well. So I don't care if it's gloomy outside. I don't care if I have to lunge to get this video out. We are filming today. Before I go into this book, I want to put out some trigger warnings, and the trigger warnings are infant death, child physical, mental, emotional, and sexual abuse. There's a lot of abuse in this book, and I don't think I've cried so hard reading a book before. Like, this book was very emotional. I wouldn't say it's too graphic because this is a Christian fiction. However, you get the point. Like, you feel the feels, it's there. One thing this book did teach me is that we don't need to go into so much graphic detail in order to get the point across. In fact, this book has shown me that you can be a good writer and not be so, what's the word I'm looking for? Oh my gosh, what's the word I'm looking for? You don't have to be so vulgar and just so detailed. That's not the word I'm looking for, but we're gonna go with it, about what exactly happens and still be a fantastic writer. Because honestly, I would give this book like a 4.5 stars. I really enjoyed it. I enjoy books that are emotional and reflective. It's about a child who moved in with her mom and her mom's boyfriend in a cabin in the woods, and for one reason or another, which the book will tell you, the mom leaves. And this child is now alone with the mom's boyfriend / ex-boyfriend, and he becomes mentally, emotionally, physically, and sexually abusive to this child. And the story stems off of her name's Kaylee, off of Kaylee's life. And so Kaylee is just living in this cabin alone with this man, and who is neglecting her. By the way, Kaylee can't speak. This book follows Kaylee's life and the abuse she endures, and how Sierra crossing paths with Kaylee both saves Kaylee from this situation that she's in, but also provides healing for her life because of the death of her infant when she was younger, and how she's been living with this heaviness of being the reason why her baby passed away. So kind of being the one to help save Kaylee and developing this relationship with Kaylee and being able to be like a mother to a child who doesn't have a mother because her mother left. The whole story is revolving around that, and it ends realistically, honestly. Like, I wouldn't say it's like the happiest ending, but there's like pieces of it that don't get resolved. You're not gonna leave like, oh yeah, it's the perfect closing, like Kaylee has the perfect life now and all these things, but it's very realistic to what could happen to someone enduring such abuse. And also, this story is how Sierra is pulled back to God. So even on the back, she says Sierra's control begins to crumble as the God of her childhood woos her back to himself. So in this process of helping Kaylee and being part of the rescue journey for Kaylee and the rehabilitation for Kaylee, she has no choice but to relinquish all control that she's had in her life and really surrender to God in it, and that heals the part of herself that has strayed away from God because she did grow up with believing parents and who instilled very important values in her, but she strayed like so many people like myself and other people have. And the Lord uses this encounter with Kaylee and this rehabilitation process with Kaylee in order to bring her back to him, but also to save Kaylee, to put Kaylee in a better place, but also heal Sierra. And this book, like, y'all, like I said, I give it about like a 4.5 stars. I recommend this book to a lot of people now. However, I always state those trigger warnings. If you cannot read those kind of things, even just a little bit of it, I don't recommend this book to you. It is really... I was a mess, y'all. Like, I was a mess, and I've never experienced anything like that in my personal life. So if that's something you don't feel like you can handle because of situations in your own life, or you're just too sensitive for that and it puts you in a bad place, do not read it. However, if you can take emotional things, I highly recommend this book. This book literally just, like I said, it doesn't have the perfect ending. I'm not saying it doesn't have a good ending. It does have a good ending, but it's not the perfect ending. And I think that's kind of why I didn't give it a 5 stars, is because I was like, oh, I wish everything was different. Like, it was a complete redemption story. It just hit different. Like, it hits, but it still hits different. Like, I don't know how to explain it, guys. That's why I thought about making this a short, because it's just so... It's kind of a heavy read. It's a beautiful read, it's a hard read, it's a heavy read, but it's a read that's worth it. And I'm still kind of processing it. Like, I'm still processing this book. It is... I really wanted to give 5 stars because usually books that I still have to really take in and kind of put me in a slump afterwards because of how emotional it was for me, those are usually 5-star reads for me. But I'm still processing it, y'all. But I wanted to get this little recommendation out there for you guys. I didn't want to wait too long. Also, I know if I wait too long with my personality, it's not, I'm still working through it, is that if I wait too long, I'm not going to do it. So I had to get it out imperfectly. And so there you guys are. So I have about 8 books I've read this year so far, so I have a few reviews I could do. If you would like another book review and watch me transform my art of book reviews through practice, because I am not a strong reviewer, leave a comment down below. If you enjoyed this video, give me a thumbs up. If you feel like you would like to recommend this to a friend, go ahead and share this video. And if you would like to see my face again, go ahead and hit that subscribe button so I can see you in my next video. And until next time, remember, you are loved, you are beautiful, and you are a masterpiece. Bye!